Alright. What's up, everybody? Somebody's yawning in-game. That's not cool. Don't be doing that. 2 more days until Shattered Space, indeed. We are starting our run on Monday morning, the 30th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. The game goes live 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain on the 30th. I've got a video coming out later today which is going to explain my schedule and what people can plan to see from my coverage of Shattered Space. So stick around for that. That'll probably go live after we get done with the stream today. Today is Starfield first up. And then we're going to be coming back and doing World of Warcraft tonight. Well, we've still got a couple of days left. I forget what we're supposed to do in here. Just talk to the director. Which may or may not be in this one, I forget. Yeah, she's in this one. I went too far away. Went to the wrong dimension, man.
Well then, all set? If you need supplies, I've asked Dr. Barakova to take care of you. It's the least I can do after everything we've put you through. Before you go, there is one other thing we should discuss.
Okay.
If this experiment is the cause of your shifting, when you shut it down, the shifting will stop. What happens then? To you and to us.
Questions that are more profound than I have answers to. There's no way to know.
There's no way to be certain, but let's theorize. Nishina is a closed system, 2 potential states held in tension. When you shut down the experiment, that tension will resolve. You are the outside observer in the system. Whichever reality you are in, at that moment, is what will become real. For you and your universe, at least. The question is, which will you choose?
I have no idea.
If this were a choice between my life and Raphael's, I would ask you to save him. But as the director of the station, I am responsible for the lives of my staff. 30 people. People with families, careers, futures ahead of them. In this universe, you don't have to decide now. But when the time comes, please, keep them in mind. Now, it's time you are going. With the network offline, we can't shut down the security system on the research level, so you can expect some resistance. Be careful. Ethan, unlock the elevator lobby, please.
Ma'am,
I'll just
research level is
go
still
through the
locked down.
portals.
I'm aware of that.
Alright. Done.
Good luck, dear. It's been a fascinating day.
That's one way to look at it. Alright. Those are supplies.
Okay, hello.
I have no idea how to get to the supplies. Down in here? Alright, looks like we're on the right track.
Tatiana Barakova, station's doctor. This is not a public medical facility, but the director has ordered me to assist you nonetheless. I can spare a few med packs.
Yes, please.
Beyond that, I am not your therapist, your psychologist, or your cosmetologist. If there's anything else you need, ask.
Alright, think you should see this.
My journal? Have you been in my quarters? Who do you think you are? The director may have given you run of this station, but I... Wait. What is this? This entry... It's mine, but I didn't write this. And the scorch marks.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Now, I wouldn't mind an apology, Doctor.
I'm sorry. I can spare a few more supplies. And I'll give you a break on anything else you need.
Thank you.
Let me see what I...
She got nothing that I need, to be honest with you. Alright, now we've got to figure out. So we've got to take the elevator.
Don't touch anything.
Here we go, kids. Dangerous portal. And creepy crawlies that want to eat my face off. I do have frag grenades equipped. Right into the darkness, to the danger. Alright, I have one objective, which is get to the lab. And along the way, there will be face huggers. Undo. If I do that one, what about this one? Yep, that'll work. Mochi mini bite, reactive gauge. Yeah, that's where my mind went at first, Babylonian. And then I was like, I'm not gonna try to do a high pitched. There's no high pitched vocals this morning. You know, I bet we got to go through this portal to open up whatever we're supposed to go walk through. Am I encumbered? The hell am I carrying? My goodness. It's probably all these stupid weapons, and I've probably got resources. Yep, I got crafting resources. Time to suck it up, Buttercup.
A security lockdown is active. Emergency override controls are available on designated security terminals.
Override the lockdown. Oh, am I really going to sit here and go through every one of these? Yes. Do I want to? Not really. But I need crafting materials, so I'm going to. Okay. card for something. Ready to teleport back now. What the fuck? Oh no! And robots!
Massive damage.
Killer robots!
Total system failure.
I wasn't ready for that, guys. Stupid robots. Wasn't paying attention to the fact that there were cameras I needed to worry about. Let's loot these things first. Okay, we need something in here, which means we probably gotta use it. Portal, that's open. Oh, it's locked now. Okay, that's interesting. That did not really give me anything. That wasn't the right door to take, I think. Oh, corrosive gas puddle. Move! JG pick, cred stick. That's an advanced lock, which I can't do. That's the computer I need, but it's broken. Wow, okay. I'm not seeing a portal to click to shift us. Aha! Oh, no! Robot, bad robot, bad robot.
Total system failure.
All right. Got some ammo. Okay. Driving through the danger zone. Remote control robot. I don't need these guys right now. Remote control alarm. Override lockdown. Okay, now...
A security lockdown is active. Emergency override controls are available on designated...
Okay. Jesus, this like face hugger. I have no idea what you're talking about, Babylonian. I'm innocent of all charges. She seems upset, says Kyle's. Yeah. I remember one of these rooms being jam-packed with robots at some point. I'm betting it's this one right here. Look at them all. They just popped up on radar. Where the hell are the cameras?
High. Catastrophic damage.
Any cameras or turrets anywhere? There's a security camera right there. Well, I'll know if there's a turret here in a minute. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Where are you shooting at me from? Oh, it's not gonna work. Undo, undo, undo. So we know that this one has to go. Microgun, those could be fun, but are also a pain in the butt, so not gonna worry about it. Okay, we've got just the cameras left. Alright, we're gonna have to port over to the next dimension, which is probably gonna provoke aliens to attack us or something. Where is a, there's one right here. Yep. Where's my bats? Where's my bats when I need it? Fuck! Help! 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 Snake oil. I'll take that for the treatment of the poison I've got right now. Actually, I can probably hold off and suck up some of the poison for a bit. Oh crap, that's gonna hurt. Get out of the poison shit. It's probably a bad idea. Oh no! Who's behind me? Help! Fucking queen. Whew. Bubblelandy says microguns are kick-ass against creatures like terramorphs, but not against armored foes. Well, also anything mobile. I find like they're great against terramorphs because the terramorphs are just kind of really big and they've got a huge hitbox. Oh shit, I've got cramping happening. I need to take care of this toxin. Whew. Yep, Monday morning is the time, Electricon. We are ready to go, primed, locked, and loaded, ready for Shattered Space to kick off. I've got an announcement video coming out after we drop the stream today, covering my schedule for the Shattered Space adventures, so stick around for that later today. I don't need that weapon. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Bubbleonia. And Kyle Talks. It is going to be good. Fun times ahead. I'm so overburdened and I just don't care. Oh, we got to get around over there somehow. What was this right here? Kyle Talks just resubscribed for their second month over on Twitch. Been a good time here, says Kyle. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate the support and the kind words. We have been having a really good run over the past couple of months. And I feel like we're just getting started because we're at the beginning of a run of just non-stop new releases. Like, just so many good games ahead of us. Like, we're getting ready to hit, you know, we're starting Shattered Space, and we go straight from there into Diablo 4's DLC, straight from that into New World Eternum, straight from that into Black Ops 6, straight from that into Dragon Age the Veilguard, straight from that into Stalker 2, straight from that into so many other things. Indiana Jones is in December. There's other stuff in November happening. Like, there's just a ton of good games to come play out. Coming out. We got a good few months ahead of us. Chris and I were chatting about it today. Like, the next 6 months are just going to be crazy. Like, we're just basically, she and I are, after our morning walk this morning, it's kind of just, we just kind of looked at it and said, our goal is to just put our heads down and not think about anything for the next 6 months and just come up for air in March, and then we will assess a bunch of stuff. Electrocron says, deciding whether I'm going to start a new game, keep playing up, and go through the Unity first. That's entirely up to you. I think all are valid options. This is my second playthrough. I have not gone through the Unity. My plan is to just ignore the Unity. And we'll do Unity maybe after. Override.
That this is now a combat zone. Damage all systems.
Who else we got? You got more surprises for me? You do. Who's shooting at me?
Massive damage.
Electrocron says all the new games come out, you don't have to play them all. Some people do not. I do because it's my job. That literally is my day job, is to play games.
Lost contact with the enemy.
But no, if you're just doing this as a hobby, you do not have to play all of them. I do. Otherwise, I don't get paid. Alright, so we need to get back over there. There's another robot. There he is.
The enemy. Possibly am unable.
Stay down!
Not possible.
This is part of the main Unity quest line. Someone had asked, what quest is this? Can't remember what it's called. I don't know if it's all has the same name. It's Entangled is the name of the quest. Morning, Barticus. Also, morning anybody else who logged on and I missed. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. There's a mosquito in my room. By the way, everybody, don't forget there is weather happening all around right now. So if we have hiccups in the internet or things go offline, I would ask for patience because I cannot control the weather. So I can't control electricity or internet or things of that nature. But we are continuing as we always do with our daily multi-stream at 9 a.m. Mountain. Followed by our evening stream tonight. We're going to be doing World of Warcraft again with our guild. Tomorrow morning we'll be live at 5 a.m. Central for our weekly Sunday morning No Man's Sky stream, followed by another Starfield stream tomorrow, the normally daily stream. And then Monday morning, we're rolling right into Shattered Space at 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain. I'll have an announcement video up later today on YouTube, so if you're watching right now and you're on Twitch, it's the perfect time for me to remind you that the day-to-day stuff happens over on YouTube, although we multi-stream into both places. So in between the streams, all the videos, guides, news, updates, and etc. are over on the tube. 1 second, Chris. Hang on, my wife's saying something. What's up? Ah, are you taking your phone or are you just gonna go? Alright, see you in a... Okay, be careful. Almost died to a bunch of bugs, man. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, I forgot. That's right. We, hang on, guys. I had to put the controller down. I forgot we went for a walk down to the river today, and I recorded a video for the Homestead channel. So I'll need to upload that later on. I forgot. She just gave me my phone. It was in her bag. So starting Monday, we're going to be super busy, everybody. Well, we're already busy every day anyway. It's just more of the same. How the hell am I getting out of here? It is dark down in here. Okay, I have no idea where to go. That worked. Okay, I'll take your lime. Door's closed. There's a robot right behind me. Any other cameras? Somewhere over there. It's behind that door that's closed. Nope, that didn't get me far enough. I can't get through there either. Fucking stay down, you little beasties. Shit. I just saw 2 more pop up on my radar. Dude, I can hear them everywhere. That's a big mofo right there. Oh, I was gonna say, oh no, my grenade bounced. Did you guys see that giant ass shadow? Holy fuck. What else is in here? Mommy! Through the window. And of course I'm overburdened. And I'm not going to throw away any of this stuff because I've got tons of crafting supplies.
Controls are available on designated security terminals.
Bubblini says, I don't think it matters much whether you play the X-Pack pre or post New Game Plus. There will be New Game Plus specific dialogue, but you probably only see it after completing the new quests once, regardless. Bad robots.
Catastrophic damage.
Oh my god. That turret did not want to die. Who's still shooting at me? Alright, we need to go up and over through here. Probably can't get through that door on this side. Hey, how's it going tonight? Over on Twitch asks, where would you rank this against other Baldur's Gate, Bethesda games? I just read BGS. Against other Bethesda games. Best part about being a fan of Bethesda games is I don't have to rank them. I like them all. Only people interested in creating rage bait on the internet want to say things like, this game's better than this one. This game sucks compared to this game. Rah! It's a Fun game. That's all I care about. Exactly, United. It's impossible, I would argue, to rank things that are released in different eras of gaming, because every game, especially when there's 10 years between launches, you know, you've got different everything, different internet, different infrastructure, different engines, upgraded version of engines. Shit, I'm out. Fucking creepy ass little critters, man. I'm on my second playthrough, and I'm somewhere in the ballpark of 600 hours. That should give you an idea of whether or not I like this game. I also liked Oblivion more than Skyrim. But I like all Bethesda games. There's another one coming up here, isn't there? Ah. Why does it matter? How's it going? Why does my opinion matter? What's your agenda? Oh, Laura. You just asked a very good question. So, Laura, I have a video that I recorded this morning talking exactly about what class I'm going to be playing in Dragon Age Veilguard. That's coming out later today. So stay tuned for that. Because I did make a decision about what class I'm playing in the Veilguard. Man, you know there's more creepy crawlies down there. The moment I drop down there, I'm gonna get eaten alive. Renfail's gonna have fun, fun, fun till the day it takes the Xbox away. And that's about as far as you're gonna hear me try to sing today, so. Let's see here. To be honest with you, I always forget about the powers until I'm facing off against the Starborn, because I just literally don't pay attention. I don't know what's going to happen when I click that one. Anything bad? Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me recharge everything here. Hang on, I gotta check something here before we go any further. Alright, I think we're about ready to go continue here. I had some comments to answer over on YouTube on one of the videos from this morning. Nothing super trolly today. Things have been relatively calm today. I've been genuinely surprised. I've had some pretty trolly mornings in the past few days. Today has been relatively low-key. Am I trying to save both? I don't remember if you can save both. Too late. You can save both? Cool, I didn't know that. Well, that'll be something interesting to try one of the next playthroughs we do. Stick around and you'll find out, Tetrotoxin. They asked over on Twitch, what does my prep for Shattered Space include? Lots of fun is what it includes.
You're back. I wasn't sure if you were alive or if you were going to come back for me. I mean,
daily streams,
not that I'm not
9 a.m.
grateful,
Mountain
but
on YouTube and
why?
Twitch.
Why not
Tetro.
stay in that other universe?
Stick around. We're playing lots of Starfield right now. We got a schedule coming out for Shattered Space later on today over on YouTube, explaining exactly what we're going to be doing over the next week or so. You blame yourself. You deserve a second chance. You needed me more than they did. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's not much, but I scrounged up a few things you might still be able to
It
use.
involves jumping between realities.
To anything else
Copy
you
that.
find lying around too. No one's going to miss it. And as for
What's
me,
up, James MC over on
I owe
YouTube?
you. You ever need an engineer? Just say the word.
I do need an
Now,
engineer.
Let's get off this damn rock.
Can I? I've been told you can
It's
recruit
not
this
safe
guy.
to talk here. Let's get to your ship.
Is he gonna be on my ship?
I'd really like to get out of here now.
Are you coming? I don't want him to like disappear.
Careful. Those things could be anywhere.
Alright. I'm guessing I gotta get him out of here because he's not wanting to talk to me inside. Who's up top? No, that's you. Is he gonna be on my ship?
Whatever you need, you got it. All right, let's go.
Because he totally just did not follow me out the door. He said something about seeing me on my ship, but... Don't know. I guess we'll go find out. Dennis says he'll show up at the New Atlantis bar later, too. In case we miss him. I'm overburdened. There's no way I'm getting back to my ship, so... we gotta head in that direction. And I don't think I got a rover around here any. Oh, I do. My rover's right here. Woot! Glad I brought the rover in here when I arrived. I can drive it back while I'm all overburdened. Mr. Rover, there you are. United says, I started my new character for Shattered Space last night. I definitely underestimated the amount of work I got to do because I'm getting cooked by level 12s. Electricon says, in terms of companions, imagine all the deaths I could have avoided if I just left the companions behind in a fight. Companions can be a little annoying sometimes. Says he's no longer following me. Is he on my ship though? If he's on my ship, I would like to talk to him.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
Raphael, where are you? Aha! Sir. Sir. Can I talk to you about your space insurance, sir?
It's over. It's
I don't use
finally
cheat
over.
mods.
I can't tell you how.
Oh, you're talking to
grateful I am
United.
get out of
Never
there.
mind. United might
Thank
use
you.
cheat mods. I have no
If you
idea.
don't mind, I'll tag along until we get back to civilization. Anywhere will do. I can catch a ride back to New Atlantis on my own. And then, if you ever need an engineer, or just want to talk, look me up at the viewport. I owe you.
I could use an engineer. You still interested?
I am, but not right now. Let me get back to New Atlantis, get some rest. And then, yes, it's the least I can do, after all you've done for me.
Alright. He said New Atlantis? We could do that. I need to go back anyway to drop off all my stuff at the lodge. Do 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 do. Bum ba dum bum ba ba dum bum. Let's take it all from the shield breaker, actually. Because we're going to go drop these off. Okay. I might go make an espresso here in a minute, too, guys. Norian, Alpha Centauri. I have had 0 issues, Douglas. I've played 2 full playthroughs, over 600 hours on the Xbox Series X, and I have 0 issues. I think I've had a couple of crashes, like many other people on any other game. We were talking about this the other day. Every game I play crashes. It does not matter if it's PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, new game, old game, early access game. It don't fucking matter. Every game has crashes from time to time. But I have not had any noticeable issues with Starfield. Nope. All of my playthroughs are live. This is the second playthrough, so you can go back and watch my hundreds of hours of proof that there are no issues on the Series X. Speak to Raphael, it said. Let me go find that quest. Well, hang on. We gotta dump this off first. Electron says, imagine all his friends surprised when he shows up in New Atlantis after hearing he was dead. Right, because we're in a different dimension now. I'd say it's worth every credit. Yes, not just every game, says Electrocron. Every software program out there crashes. Exactly. Exactly. I did not mean to take all of that. That means I took the aid too. Gosh darn it. Sometimes I misclick. Well, that's alright. We'll transfer it back. Dun, dun, dun. Some of this stuff I never use. Like the meal packs, I can dump those. Hold on to some of these, but honestly, I have so much food. Raisin bread, cereal, ramen, lentils, non-bread. Dude, non-bread sounds really good right now. I don't need half this shit. My hope is that one day when I sit down to do crafting, I will have so many food supplies stocked up that I'll be able to do all the recipes that I want for cooking. Plum, 8 potatoes, snack bites, choco bites, tomatoes. That might be it as far as the food goes. And I think we've still got a bunch of yeah, we've got spacesuits to sell, other stuff to get rid of. Alright, let's skedaddle. Does Xenobiologist background give you more quest options? I don't think it gives you more quest options, no. You get more dialogue options for all the ones I've seen. It's just more dialogue options. If you want to fully circle a planet, you can. It takes hours and hours and hours. Alright. Where are we at? Speak to Raphael. Where's he at? Even with the rover, it takes hours to go around a planet.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
He's at the bar. Copy that. Electricron says planets in space are gigantic, like Alaska. Well, the way they've done it now, I gotta open up the map here. Hang on. So we have surface maps now. This got patched in after launch, right? So a lot of people get confused by the grid, and they think that the grid is the limit of the procedurally generated map. This square is not the edge of the map. What this square represents is the assets that are loaded within your visible sightline, essentially. If we get in a rover, now in the base game, yes, the hard limit was at the end of this square, and then you need to take off and land and to spawn a new square. When they patched in the resource maps, the square moves with you now. We've demonstrated this on multiple streams now over the past few months since the May 15th update. So right now, my waypoint is the center of the map. If I move over here, if I move my character over here, and say move him right where the cursor is right now, the new center of this square becomes here. But I have to physically go over there, because I have not unlocked, as an example, there's a structure over here. Looks like a landing pad, perhaps. I would need to physically travel over there, and once I do, my waypoint then becomes the center of that square. So you can actually watch the square move with you as you move across the map. I do not know if there are still any sort of boundaries, because that's not something that I give a shit about. Like, the explorable space, I have gotten out and ran for like 45 minutes in a single direction and never hit a boundary. I have gotten in my rover and driven for 10 plus minutes, never hit a boundary. It just keeps on unfolding in front of me. More POIs start popping up on my waypoints that I can go explore. I can just keep going. So I have no idea how long it would take to circumvent the globe. I don't know. But I do know it would take hours based on what I've seen of just being able to get in your rover and just drive. You know, it's pretty freaking massive, each one of these planets, and then there's 1,000 of them to think about. Plus, I don't know if moons count as the planets as well. Did you know, Laura asks, did you know that many random locations or encounters can lead you to hidden locations? Yep. There's some really cool stuff in this if you just take the time to explore. We did that the other day. As a matter of fact, the video that just went out this morning on YouTube is sarcastically called Starfield planets are empty and there's nothing to do. Because when we were streaming the other night, I just saw a waypoint. I saw something in the distance. It didn't even have a waypoint. It was just a massive structure so far away that it didn't have a waypoint on my mini-map. So I had the map up, you know, and we were looking at the structure, and it was so far away that it didn't have a waypoint. It didn't have an icon on it. So we started traveling in the direction with the rover, and eventually it popped up as an abandoned mine. We went into the abandoned mine. We found dead bodies everywhere. On one of the bodies, we found an audio log. We listened to the audio log. That gave us a quest to deliver news of this person's death back to New Atlantis. Then on the way back from there to the ship, a Starborn vessel dropped down and landed and dropped off a squad of Starborn. And so we took out the Starborn squad and then continued onwards. And there was other POIs we could have gone to explore and adventure. The idea that this game is empty and there's nothing to do is bullshit. Alright. Speak to Raphael. I would. That's an interesting question, Electricon. How long would it take to do a whole planet? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I would anticipate hours and hours. Can't tell you how many hours, but where is he
I've heard some
at?
hostile camps were wiped off the map by you. I wish there were more good people like you out there.
Oh, he's right here. The
Yes,
waypoints are being
what?
wonky with him. Dude, does he have a whole crew? These are his buddies?
It's good to see you again. I was wondering if you were going
Or
to
just
stop
people?
by. Thanks again for getting me back to New Atlantis. The viewport still makes their drinks just the way I remember.
Look a lot better than the last time we spoke.
I feel a lot better too. Steadier. More like myself. I'm still a little shaky, but I'm doing much better than the last time we met. And my engineering skills are no worse for wear. Have you given any more thought to taking me on as an engineer for your crew?
Fuck yeah, I'll take you on. Welcome aboard.
Are you serious? You'll really give me a chance? I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Let's put him on the shield breaker. Oh, I can't. I've reached the maximum amount for him. Can I put him on my outpost? I can. Does he have... Ah, Vasco's on this ship, that's why. Ah, we're fine.
You have my word that you won't regret this. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations, Captain. Really.
Yes.
Excuse
what?
me.
So, because you guys have put a bug in my ear now, and I want to put this rumor to rest, we're gonna go do something here. So, I've got... Okay. This will be a good thought experiment, guys. So, you see how they're up in the top right of this map, there's like water and like a little island? I don't know what that is over there. However, we do have 3 waypoints over here. We could start down here. I can't get there yet. There is a structure over here. I've not discovered that yet. So here's what we're gonna do. Oops. Need to open that back up. Just for the purposes of the exploration component. Oh, that's the same. So North Gaming brings up something that I've pointed out about many other games. So everyone knows that games reuse assets. And I've heard some people say, oh, you know, you could definitely notice it when they start reusing the same base layouts and the same cave layouts and etc. You're absolutely right. They have used repeatable assets. You know what other game used repeatable assets that no one ever talks about? Mass Effect 1. Holy shit. That game is one of the worst offenders when it comes to reusing the same exact layout for all the little missions where you go into like a base on a planet and it's the same exact interior layout. And yet, it's still a super fun game. So yes, this game does have some procedural elements to the layout of caves, and I think the one that I noticed the most is when you're doing the Radiant quests to take out bandit captains on planets, you get almost the exact same layout for most of those caves and most of those bases. But that's the Radiant system. Like, it's not meant to be handcrafted stuff. But it's a fair criticism, but it's just the aspect of procedural. I could say the same thing when I play No Man's Sky. I start to notice it after.
Hey, you! You have a minute? I need to talk to you.
Okay, why are
You're
you...
the one that was on you flew in on the, Frontier.
I did.
I knew it. Tommy Bitlow, SSNN research intern. Word is the Frontier was involved in an attack? It's true, right? You saw some real action?
Attack? The Crimson Fleet attacked us, if that's what you mean by action.
This is great. Great. My boss, Nadia Mufaz, would kill to talk to you. An actual eyewitness. There's credits in it.
No, I get it, North. I get it. No, I love the game, but it's a absolutely valid criticism. But I think it's funny. I always want to make sure when we talk about it that I bring up Mass Effect, because everyone will say things like repeatable elements in Starfield, and someone will immediately jump on that and be like, and that's why the game's bad. And I'll be like, then you need to make the same criticism about Mass Effect 1 that you make to this game, because so many people want to hold Mass Effect 1 up as like this shining beacon of the best RPG that's ever been created, and it's like that game is like one of the worst offenders for repeatable environments. No Man's Sky does it a lot too, especially with the space stations. They're all the fucking same. Doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the game. It's just you recognize that that's a weak point in the game. The landscape now scrolls, guys. Yeah, we're about to go show this because I've got a lot of questions about it in chat today. So for people who haven't seen it and people who think that you're going to still run into boundaries, we're going to go show that it's different now. So we're going to go point that out here. Who is Nadia Mufaz?
Everyone knows David Barron, the face and voice of SSNN, if you will. But Nadia is in charge of all the research. All the best stories were written by
You must be new here, Bradford.
She's
Over on YouTube, Bradford asks,
something.
any chance to be playing the update to New World that's coming out on October 15th? Dive in, man. I've been posting nearly daily updates on New World Eternum. Yes, I will be playing. Not sure if I should be talking
share what
about
you
this.
want then. All we want to know is about the attack itself. Just go to the SSNN building. It's not far. Keep it up, Tommy. You're killing it.
Yeah, I might have to look that quest up and see. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go show people, because we have some questions related to how big is a planet? How long can you go before you hit a boundary? Like, what has changed, because I haven't played the game since launch. So, someone mentioned earlier, Alexander Forbes over on YouTube says the landscape scrolls to the next tile. Yeah, so it moves now. Everything moves. So we're going to go showcase this. I need to get my bearings here, because we're going to travel over here. I need to find this one right here. I think that's the one I'm looking for. Structure. Okay. So right now, we are at the center of the square, and the center of that square is located over the city. Specifically, it's over our rover, which is where we're at. Now, previously when the game launched, the borders of this square were the borders that you would run into. It's not that way anymore. It moves with us. So we're going to travel over here to these ruins. I got to get my bearings first. I got to look for this icon on the map so we can travel in that direction. I believe those are those ruins. So that's the pipeline. Are those the ruins? There's the ruins. So that's what we're looking for. I don't know if can I make it out of here? We're gonna float. I don't know if this is radioactive water or not. I love the fact that this is like an amphibious vehicle. What I would really love is like an auto run feature, an auto drive feature, so that I can just point in the direction I want to go and not have to hold the thumbstick. But we're gonna travel a little bit. We're gonna showcase this a little bit this morning, everyone, because I think this is a great counter to people who say that Nothing to see, nothing to do. Big play. Continuation of the video we launched this morning. And also for people who's claim that the planets are so tiny. The maps, they have boundaries. There's just limits. Again, people who've never played the game don't know what they're talking about. I want to find an island. It would be cool to find an island. Alright, I gotta find... Alright, the ruins are over there. Woo! Tree has a collider. Look at that. Some sort of a structure here. That's the ruin. By the way, what is that exactly? It's an autonomous farm. Some creepy creatures over there to the right. Giant vultures or something. Headlights? I can turn on my headlights. Oh, a ship's landing. That looks like another version of the Frontier. I wonder if it's a ship we can take out. No, no! Go, 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 go! What do we got? You good guys or bad guys? You appear to be normal people. Hi there. They're colonists. Alright, well we're not going to do anything bad to them then.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Alright, so if you remember earlier, when you, when we opened up the map, it showed us we were centered on Jemison. So now when I open up the map, you're going to notice I am now centered on the ruins. Okay? And now you'll notice that it opened up another waypoint that wasn't there before. Although that might have been the other ruins. Actually, I went to a different one. I went to the wrong ruins. Haha! We meant to go to these ones over here. However, the point still applies. If we keep traveling, so like let's see. There's something over here. Hang on, let me open this back up. Either way, we can show this off. So there is like something over here. I don't know what that is. Like just a pool of water, maybe. But let's go ahead and put a waypoint down. And then we're going to drive in that direction. Because in terms of how long would it take me to get around a planet, I don't know. Hours. Although I will say the rover makes it much quicker. Because beforehand we had to do all this on foot. And now you can do it on the rover. Although the rover is kind of a pain in the ass in tree environments because you can't see and you hit the colliders a lot. Got something else here. Boom. Industrial post. Let's keep going. Those just popped in all of a sudden. That was some fun. Unexplored geology feature. Like, My waypoint was right there. Hang on. Gotta get out of the pool of water. Oh no! There we go. I'm out. Alright, alright. Now let's open up the map again. And now we're over here, and we found another waypoint, and there's more stuff, and we can just keep heading in that direction. And now, if you'll notice, Jemison is halfway off the map. It wasn't like that at launch. You only got the square, but now you could just keep on going. So I don't know how big a planet is. I don't know how many hours it would take to get around them. But I do know that you can just get in your rover or get out on foot and just keep going. And you're going to find additional waypoints as you continue to explore because it just unfolds out in front of you as you go. Now there are still, and I don't know how the tech works for this, because if we go out to the planetary map, there are, in some cases like with this planet, there are pre-generated POIs, like that map starts off with New Atlantis, but then we go over here, there's an industrial outpost, a landing area, stuff around there. There's a science outpost down here, another industrial outpost, and so there are pre-existing POI squares, and I don't know because I've never taken the time. I'm not one of those people who's obsessing over it like some people are. So I've never taken the time to go, can I travel by rover, as an example, from New Atlantis to that industrial outpost? Can I do that on foot, or can I do that in the rover? I don't care to do that. And I would urge anybody who wants to know that to go out there and fucking do it. Because I'm tired of answering these questions, to be honest with you, because I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me. Like, every time I've needed to go off exploring anyway, I can ride in my ship for 20, 30 minutes and just keep going and run around on my rover or on foot. And there are so many POIs to explore that are like that. It's like, all I know is there are hundreds of hours of explorable spaces that already exist through the procedural generation and the stuff that they've already created with the landing sites that already exist. So, could you go around a planet in 12 hours? I don't know. Go try it and see. Be the first person to put that idiot video out on the internet and make yourself famous and get a YouTube channel. That's what I would suggest. But what I can say is that I've not come across any boundaries. I have not been willing to sit in my rover and drive for 22 hours in one direction to see where the boundary is. Are there still boundaries? I don't know. I have not seen any boundaries. We just showed me driving from Jemison, and when we did that at launch, that square was the hard cutoff. You would hit the edge of that square and you couldn't go any further. You had to take off on your ship, land in a different spot, and it would generate a new square. Now it still does that, but now what appears to be taking place is once you've generated that square, whether it's an existing square or one that you choose, you could just take off on your rover and start going, and it unfolds in front of you what seems to be forever. I have no idea if it's forever. Again, I have not tried to drive until I hit the edge of a continent or something. That's for other people who have way more spare time than I do to point and poke at stupid shit that doesn't matter in terms of completing quests on the game. Or, it's not the same as No Man's Sky, I can't take off in my ship. Nah, why isn't it like Elite Dangerous? Nah, why isn't it like Star Citizen? Nah. It's Bethesda, guys. Rant off. Eat some food, drink some drink. Don't worry, I'll make fun of some more people here in a little while. You're here for the Ren rant, says Kyle. I will say that one thing I hope they patched, I hope that's coming in the beta patch, is improved performance on the Xbox for the rover, because I definitely get hitching when I'm driving around on this thing. It was really bad on the planet where I have my outpost. It's not too bad here, I've noticed. Other than those steam vents that just popped in when we came across them, that was a pretty blatant loading thing. All right. Now that we've shown that off, what are we working on quest-wise? A light in the darkness. Nadia Mufez is a researcher for SSN, and she's looking for information on the attack in Victoria, and she's willing to pay for it. Should I go talk to her? I do not remember what this is in reference to. Because I think that was something we did, like, way early on in this playthrough. And I don't remember what it's in reference. I'm going to end up in a meme. I can't wait, Laura. Memes equal money. Memes equal traffic. I can't wait to become a meme. Oh, thank you. Son paletas. Ah, thank you. Sí. No, me voy a probar una de esas porque broncolín. Thank you. So I've been doing so much talking since we're doing 2 streams a day now and videos and everything else. My wife, who loves me very much, went and got me some throat lozenge suckers. Oh my god, that has a funky flavor. That's like a Halls. Bumblebee says the other thing in Bethesda games is giving us a single world space handcrafted area to explore on Monday, which is fine and good. Yeah, I think that was always the intention in my mind was we launch a base game which has all these procedural elements mixed in with handcrafted elements. And then our DLC, we handcraft those and we put them into the mix with all that stuff. And we just continue to blend. Since I am playing No Man's Sky alongside this, albeit only on Sunday mornings. By the way, plug, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Central. That is our No Man's Sky session every week on Sundays. Looking at between these two, I could look at a game that has had 8 years to patch in a ton of content. I look at what Bethesda has already done with a year of patches. Like if you watch the video that we released yesterday, we covered the patch notes and the not the patch notes, sorry, but the post they made about the launch of Shattered Space, and they listed all of the things they've added to the game for free since the game went live. And it is a shitload of stuff. And I don't see any of the naysayers, I don't see any of the rage baiters acknowledging the hard work that Bethesda has put into patching the game. This is what I'll hear. Well, they should have just put it in the first time. It should have been there in the launch product. It's just like no other game patches content over the years. Like especially, I love the No Man's Sky journey. Watching that that video they did, the Ingoodening of No Man's Sky, which I think happened like 6 years after launch, 5 years after launch. I would love somebody to put together a video about that, like that, but with Bethesda, 5 years after Starfield's launch, to look at how much content has been patched in, how many DLCs have come out. The difference here is that Bethesda is going to charge for their DLCs, but in between, they're doing free updates. They have done a ton of free updates. And handcrafted stuff definitely deserves to be charged. Like, DLCs deserve to be paid for. United says, I like mods, but cheap mods aren't for me. I like earning stuff the hard way. WP says, Fallout 76. Bubbleonia is here in chat. Bubbleonia is a huge Fallout 76 fan. He can also speak to that. The game has come a long way since launch. What's up? No, nobody wants to be in my office today, guys. You notice I'm cat-free today. The reason I'm cat-free, so last night was probably Yesterday was probably one of the last really hot days. So last night was the first night we did not use air conditioning to sleep. It doesn't mean it's going to be the last night of the year that we use AC, but it was cool enough last night that we both went and slept out of the big bed, and all the cats slept with us. Like, I woke up, Pippin was on top of me, Mary was on top of Chris. It was pouring down rain outside all night long. And today, it's a nice cool day, and none of the cats have asked to come in here. They're all out on the big bed, just sprawled out because it's a nice morning. It's not hot. It's like, it was 70, I think it was 77 when we went for a walk, Fahrenheit, which is like, I don't even know what that is in Celsius right now off the top of my head. 20 something? Yeah, nobody's in my office. Nobody's even asked at the door. Not one cat has stopped to scratch at the door today. All right. Joe California just made a brilliant comment over on the Starfield video from this morning. So Joe's been around for a while, part of our community. Joe says the people complaining about there's nothing on the planets to see and do, they've probably never played the game. He goes, it's like the people who are already complaining about Dragon Age the Veilguard because they're only going to have 3 major decisions that they can put into the character creator regarding the previous games. They haven't played the game, they don't know the story, but they've already made it up in their heads what they think the previous decisions should be that matter and what the story should be. And as a result, they've already decided in their head that the story for Dragon Age Veilguard is going to be bad because it doesn't match the one they put in their head. This is exactly the case with Starfield. Somebody was saying today about how Bethesda lied to everyone because we weren't allowed to take off and land with our ships. And I literally looked at that and went, at no point in any of the press material or videos that they showed off for Starfield did they ever promote physically landing or taking off on your ships. You know what I saw in video after video after video after video of Starfield? Landing sequences. I saw the cutscene of your ship, the Frontier, taking off and landing on planets. Never once did I see a manual docking maneuver or a manual landing. I always saw cutscenes, and yet people made it up in their head that this was going to be some sort of elite dangerous No Man's Sky type game where you were going to be physically landing and taking That's on the people who made that shit up, because it was not in any of the press material at all. But the Dragon Age thing is really funny because there are a lot of people right now who are just already making up in their minds. They've already decided that the game is going to be bad because they don't like the fact that they're not going to be able to have every single decision I made in the first 3 games. Why don't those carry over? How dare they? No, that's a fail, BioWare. You don't know how any of that's tying in. What they've told you is that it's a brand new continent. It's a brand new part of the continent. It's like the things that happen in London, England don't affect me at all where I live on a different part of the planet, right? And a better example would probably be to use a continent as opposed to across the ocean. It would be like what's happening in Vancouver, Canada has no impact on me where I live. Nor would I know what's going on in Vancouver, Canada if I lived in an environment where I didn't have the internet. You know, you could think about medieval times. There might be some fast travel mail with magic systems and teleportation, but what is going on in Vancouver, Canada has no impact, and I might not have heard any of the things that happened up there. So the chantry, enchantment, red lyrium, like all that stuff that exists in the other games because it was in a different part of the world, I might not know anything about that because it's so remote. It's so remote. There are some things like that, Bubblini, for sure. Absolutely, there are some things like that. But the thing is that so many people did different things with their playthroughs. What's actually canon? You know? And so from a game dev standpoint, they have to say, well, these are the decisions that we've decided that matter. And we're putting it so far away in a different part of the world that those little things, they're really not going to matter. I think Mass Effect is going to be the other one they're going to have a hard time with, because the next Mass Effect is coming along so many years after, not Andromeda, but the last Mass Effect 3. And you know, there's got to be people coming out of the woodwork who want every single little decision they made in their unique playthrough of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, which might be completely different to my playthroughs of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, but everyone is going to want, I'm going to need every single one of these decisions to be valid for my playthrough of the new Mass Effect. I don't relish being a game developer in today's day and age at all. Got me sidetracked. I was looking up this quest. This is a side quest that lets you brag about your adventures to local media so that the stories get published. Oh, so she's got different things she wants you to talk to you about. Okay, so I remember this in Mass Effect as well. There was a reporter that you could talk to, and you could choose to leak things or not leak things. Okay. Well, that sounds like that might be something fun to do. I don't know whether or not, it doesn't appear to have any negative impacts or anything. Okay. I think that's also the curse too, Babylonia, of like the first 3 games came out relatively quickly to each other, and they were very much a part of the Grey Warden stuff and the Blight moving into the Solus storyline, right? And then suddenly we have a 10-year gap, and them trying to basically establish, I mean, for better or for worse, this is kind of like the way Mass Effect Andromeda was trying to set itself up. There is a bug in here that likes the smell of my little sucker, I think. It's kind of like what they were trying to do with Mass Effect Andromeda, which is, here's a new game that's going to be a new trilogy or a new duology or something. We're going to have ties back to the previous, but it's not a direct sequel. And for better or for worse, it's not that I agree or disagree with them. For better or for worse, that's the decision that they've decided to go with the new Dragon Age. It doesn't bother me. I know it is bothering some people. But I can't know until I actually play the game how they're implementing the past decisions. So I think overblowing it, blowing it out of proportion now before anyone's actually had a chance to go in and play it and see how they've called back to those previous decisions or how all that's going to work. All we've got so far is them explaining it. But that's the thing about, like we were going about earlier, we were talking about how people saw Bethesda videos on the ships landing and taking off, and they just assumed that the game was going to have manual takeoffs and landings when that was never talked about, never discussed. It's the same type of thing that's happening right now. People are reacting to a news article or an interview, and they're making wild assumptions about the way that's going to work and how suddenly all their choices are invalid and how dare BioWare do that. And it's like, I don't think that's a fair judgment call to make until we've actually played the game and you can sit there and say, okay, I understood how they did it. Or to then criticize after it's been played and say, man, I really wished they would have done it this way because the way they didn't take into account. No one knows yet. It's going to be interesting to see.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
But I came all this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best!
Please tell me you're not here to see Mr. Barron.
I can't believe I'm here. SSNN.
Do you have a story for me or not? Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much.
You know what? Here's
He's
another
liable to
interesting one
burst.
for you, Babylonia. Because when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, I don't remember anyone having an outrage moment or being upset about the fact that Mass Effect Andromeda didn't carry over the decisions, because that was a staple of the Mass Effect franchise too. By the way, I'm not trying to beat the dead horse, Babylonia. I'm genuinely curious now because I'm trying to remember back. Because Mass Effect also carried your decisions over from one game to the other, and then when you did Andromeda, you were leaving the galaxy behind, so we were no longer even in the same galaxy. We're off in a new galaxy. On those, I don't remember the names of the ships. The seed ships that they sent off through the relays or whatever.
You're
And
really
so
unusual.
you're showing up in a brand new galaxy, in a brand new solar system, hundreds of years away from where the first games took place. So yes, there were callbacks to the things that had happened, and they had to pick, like BioWare had to pick a canon ending, which, if I remember correctly, it was the one where the Reavers get destroyed or whatever. I would have to go back and look at what they decided was the canon ending, because that's what was, displayed in like the historical archives and stuff when you were playing Mass Effect Andromeda. But I don't remember any discussions about that at all from the launch of Andromeda. Now, granted, that's been a decade ago. I don't really remember when Andromeda came out, and I wasn't doing what I do for a living then, so I wasn't paying attention in the same way. So that could be a combination. But I honestly don't remember any conversations at all about people being upset regarding, oh, how dare they not carry over my decisions from the first three games, because it was made so clear that we're not in the same place. We're so far different. And so I'm looking at the new Dragon Age going, I feel like it's the same way because we're in a completely different place, Northern Thetis. It makes sense to me. But we also don't have the passage of time that Mass Effect Andromeda has, nor the distance of space. So maybe that's a a new pressure point
Searching the old memory
for
banks, huh?
people who want their progress to be carried over. I don't know. I'm just theorizing at this point. It you know.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you work, really work, for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
I have no idea if Queens of the Stone Age would make a good bro country album or not, though. The Spider-Man thing he did on stage at one time about the guy who was in the Spider-Man outfit, I always laugh every time I see that sort of live performance from those guys. Just get him on the bus. I would probably at least give it a listen. I don't know if I'd like it enough to go see him live. Your intern asked me for an interview.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation.
There was a firefight?
I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? I could take a breather too.
Oh, I've got all sorts of things I could rat out. Oh wow, everything just popped. Well, this will be fun. The Crimson Fleet attacked in Argo's mining facility on Vectera.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO. Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story.
Let's run it.
So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I ran the whole dig. Supervisor Renfail at your service. I'd rather keep my name and role out of the story.
Ah, the old anonymous source. A dance I know all too well. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
We had help. Barrett, and a member of Constellation, and his robot Vasco.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners? I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by.
I got lots more stories like this.
To cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
SysDef and Crimson Fleet battle.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, SysDef finally,
exactly.
And
it's got names
odds,
and quotes. Let's
really
run
it against the Crimson Fleet, in their own backyard, no less. How are you?
Laura says it's pointless to try to understand. If someone decides they're going to find something to complain about, they're going to find something to complain about. Generally speaking, that is true. I was working undercover for SysDef. I brought the freak down from the inside.
So what do you do for an encore?
Get paid twice for every quest? Exactly, Laura.
So, the Vigilants went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add?
I was part of the team that captured the key.
Someone seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And SysDef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts?
Ooh, this is a good one. SysDef was successful in finally righting the wrongs of the past. I would argue that's probably a
The
good way to
UC
run.
did kind of spawn this monster. And like you said, it might finally be dealt with. And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life.
I do.
And as a, well,
I am blessed.
possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you. If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee. What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record. So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families. Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right?
What's your other source? The Hope Tech foreman Bridget?
Not going to say. I will never, ever give up my source. If anybody asks about you, they get the same answer.
What the First did was unforgivable.
I genuinely don't know how people like that can live with themselves. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level. All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct?
He tried bribing me and worse. He wanted to cover up the whole thing. Couldn't let that stand. No, we'll say bribing me and worse.
And all that money didn't help in the end. After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment?
Despite what Ron Hope did, Hope Tech's a great company, and I know it will weather the storm.
For what it's worth, I'm rooting for them too. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this. And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought. You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop?
I've got information about the Galbank robbery on Aquila City.
You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true?
She's a little judgy. My first time there, too. Welcome to Aquila. Don't mind the robbery.
I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang?
Well, I don't know how annoying that was to listen to me suck on that for the last 30 minutes, guys. But I gotta say thanks to my wife for getting me that. That was nice. Nice little soothing cherry honey throat lozenge sucker thing. It's got beeswax.
Searching the old memory banks, huh?
Eucalyptus. 2 plants, and I can't remember what it translates to in English. Gorolobo and Sauco. Menthol, honey. Alright. Marshall made sure they were all taken care of permanently.
I can't say I blame him. Armed robbers don't deserve much mercy in my book. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt?
No casualties.
That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye.
Oh, Benjamin Bayou, Laura. I don't remember the name of his enterprise, but we just ran into him during yesterday's stream. I really would love to take him out. I don't know if you're allowed to take him out in the game. Desperate people do desperate things. The Rangers kept it from turning into a massacre.
Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
You're welcome.
My source is back. Here to report anything else?
Sure.
I already interviewed an ex-pirate about the robbery. But she was as reliable as good coffee around here. So you were there when it went down? What were you doing there?
Making a delivery. Wrong place, wrong time.
Why do I get the feeling you're often in that situation? Tell me about this Captain Petrov. I've heard he's a bit of an eccentric. What was your impression of him?
He was a hoarder.
I would have loved to have seen it. I'm sure it would make a good story right there. No one seems to know exactly what was stolen, but everyone agrees it was valuable. Care to shed some light on it?
Beats me. I got out of there as quick as I could. Fuck it, let's tell the truth. Unusual artifact.
You say. I've been hearing whispers about those things.
Why do I always find trouble? I
Next
don't know.
question.
I'll tell you what, though, trouble pays the
And I'm
bills.
quoting, a zoo gone wild. The other source swore up and down that alien creatures got out of their cages and went on a rampage. Please, please, please tell me she was telling the truth. It's got to be some Aurora-induced hallucination.
Why do you want it to be true?
You mean besides the ratings? I just want to live in a galaxy where eccentric millionaires have out-of-control zoos. But, just give it to me straight. Zoo. Fact or fiction?
I don't remember there being a zoo on his ship. Don't believe everything you hear.
I knew it was too good to be true. Oh well. This is just a plain old good story. Check the newsfeed for it later. And here's your payment. Your stories are a big hit.
All right.
You lead a, well, an amazing life.
Here's the Terramorph. Was there a zoo? I don't remember there being a zoo.
To say you have my
I remember there being lots of
attention is an
museum
understatement.
stuff.
A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
I didn't even know there were aliens. I'm in the UC Vanguard. Was investigating recent Terramorph activity.
The Vanguard was involved. That's good to know. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
Just focused on protecting the civilians and staying alive. I didn't have time to think.
Pure instinct, huh? It sounds like New Atlantis. Heck, the whole UC owes you a great debt.
Yes, you do. But
Any
that's also
closing
why I have a
comments?
penthouse at the top of
already
the
have a good story
best
here.
tower in town, because I got paid to save your asses. The Terramorph Management Division has been created to make sure it would never happen again.
That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
Yes, I am.
When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything.
I doubt you believe everything I've seen and done.
I might surprise you, but I understand. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long.
Perfect.
And maybe one day, years from now, You can fill me in on the stories you didn't
Oh,
want
why
broadcast.
wait years, darling?
Take care.
There's a martini with your name on it, bedside. I got a penthouse suite. Let's go talk stories right now. Let you fill your little journal with all the little notes you want.
David Barron is the most famous journalist in the settled system.
All right, what quest we got? Talk to Vladimir. And let's go unlock some more temples. The Terramorphs are symbiotes. Oh yeah. Terramorphs are creepy, man. Woo!
Airlock integrity looks good.
All right. I know, I almost completely rocketed off. We've talked about Stargate a lot in the past couple of weeks, Laura. Like, when I was playing Space Marine 2, I did a YouTube short TikTok video about how it would be really cool to see a squad-based Stargate game in the spirit of Space Marine 2, because I could imagine going through portals and fighting the Gaul on all these other planets, and that would be a fun squad-based game. It'd be a really good squad-based game. But I would also be satisfied with any like third-person or first-person shooter type game, squad-based game for Stargate. One can dream. All right, let's talk to Vlad.
Please disregard. I attempted.
Oh, sore. One too many squats.
Yeah, we had a lot of reporter stories. Hoping you could point me to another artifact.
Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
All right. Time to get some more powers. Desire to talk to you. I'm just gonna loot all the goodies.
Setting down, everything in the green.
I forgot to drop some stuff off. I don't want to be overweight running around here. I forgot to go sell. I forgot to sell before we left, so... Oops. Didn't mean to grab that. Inventory, weapons... That is going to be store... 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 Honestly, I don't need could store that. Let me get rid of the riot shotgun. I don't need to have that anymore. Honestly, I can probably... I'm going to need a laser rifle at some point for more 0G. But that one does such little energy. I'm going to unequip it for now. We'll find another one later. Oh, I'm not even wearing this. Equip, please. I was still wearing the Xeno First Clean suit. Oh, I've been running around probably looking like an idiot, and I'm in first person. I didn't know it. The utility flight suit. I might give that to... I kind of like the look of that. I'm going to hold on to that for the moment. I don't have any ship parts. I need to go drop these off on my home at some point. Oh, I need to, I forgot about the Astra. Where is the, let's not get sidetracked. I'll remind me about the Astra later, guys, because I haven't never been to the Tracker Alliance guy on Akira to, or Aquila, sorry, to turn that in and get like legendary gear. I don't even remember where the Tracker Alliance was, to be honest with you.
Greetings, Captain.
Yep. Go, the low G on this planet's awesome. It's close to the rocks, says Babylonia? Okay, cool. Oh, I missed it. Look at that. Splatter of Starborn all over the wall. That's what you get for fucking with me. This is the bull, you get the horns. Did I just crash the game? I went to do a manual save and I think I just crashed the game. Right as I'm talking shit. Oh yeah, no, there it went. It just had a hiccup. Alright, we're gonna try something, guys, because this is a very low G planet. How high can I get? Better yet, where's my rover? Because the rover jets are better than mine. Oh, it won't let me do it again.
Coming here is the sort of thing.
So it totally would not let me go higher. There we go. So there does appear to be a cap. We hit the cap right here. It won't let me go any higher with the rover. Like, it won't even let me press the... There it is. Alright, fair enough. Now what if I go back to the cap, jump out of the vehicle, I can keep going. Oh. I wonder what the actual radius of the atmosphere is. We started doing this experiment the other day, but the planet I was on, we just kept going. Is there something that makes, like, isn't it amp that makes me jump higher? Yes. But this technically isn't jumping. I really wish you could just depress the button and have it just continually jump for you, because the manual pressing is what gets me every time. Alright, for science, kids. God, we're pretty high up. Can I even see my ship anymore? There it is. What would be really cool is if we got the Atmo burn flying back down. We're starting to get to the point where we're losing. It's hard to tell how much higher we're going. Honestly, I don't know. This is going to be one of those things where I doubt I'll ever be the one who pushes it to its extreme, because I'm not going to sit here for an hour and press the button 500 times to see if we can actually get into space. There definitely is a band on the horizon in front of us, though. Like a circular band that is matching that of the planetary circumference. Amp has worn off. God, we're a long way away. I don't know. See how long it takes us to fall back down. Also, I don't know, can you spacewalk? I don't know that I've ever gone out of a ship in this game. Oh, of course I'm fast traveling. I can't fast travel because I'm overburdened. Oh, probably just gonna need to eat food and drink. I wish they would separate food and drink out from like all the actual aid items. That would be an improvement for me. Okay. Check in with Vladimir. Because he may have some more temples for me.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Whee!
Board is clear. We're docked.
Awesome.
Hello, Captain. Spend so much time looking at the scan. Been poring over the charts, looking for another match. Think this one might just be it.
Let's do it. At some point, I need to go look at all the ones I've gathered and see if there's anything I want to take beyond the gravity well one, which I like because it works really well.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Alright, follow the distortions. Ooh, we've got something over there. What is that? Physical feature. I think it's something in that direction. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Herpa derpa. Yeah, I should probably try that one out, Bubbalini, because I'm always running around overburdened. And it says, what are you doing right now? I'm just working on powers. This one does look pretty interesting, like an ice planet.
That reminds me of the old theme park ride from the New Atlantis Fairgrounds.
And we do have a pretty cool looking planet back there. Bogdan said that he did a quick search. Apparently you can get to the ozone layer, but not into actual space with the jetpack. I wonder if that was the band I was seeing. Yeah, speaking of which, I bet this planet has a really good view if you got up there with that planet. That ringed planet in the background. Electricon says lunch was great. Lunch sounds good. Actually, I'd love another coffee, but I don't know that Chris is making any more coffee today because she didn't sleep a lot last night. She was definitely wanting to take a nap after I finished my stream. Ooh, I need to check Amazon today because I've got a book coming. I got Liam's paperback in the mail. I know it shipped before yesterday. Go check on that real quick. Flat Earthers hate Starfield for that reason. Patty Melt. Patty Melt sounds pretty good. Oh, I ordered it from Amazon, the other Amazon. Track package. Oh, wow. Oh, the package is already being processed at the carrier facility as of 2 o'clock this morning, which means it'll either be here tomorrow, or it says scheduled for Monday, but I bet they deliver it tomorrow. Which means if it gets here tomorrow, we should be doing an afternoon stream, and I'll be able to show off Liam's book, since I'll have it delivered into my hot, greedy little hands. Which is cool. All right, give me 2 seconds, everybody. I'm going to take a quick bio and check in with Chris, and then we are going to continue on with the stream. So give me a couple minutes here. Enjoy the chair. All right. Bogdan says, I'm sure there's a very good flat earther explanation for apparent yet non-existent planet curvature. My guess would be due to the fact that eyeballs are spherical and seeing that far into the horizon just causes things to curve naturally. Alright, I don't have any other quest lines from there. This is the one that leads me to the NASA storyline, if I remember correctly. Alright, I don't remember what this is. Let's go check it out.
I have things for you.
I have no frame of reference for what this was. The Elios Retreat.
Touchdown imminent.
Things for you.
That cleared it. What was the point of coming down here?
No wonder no one will work for you. My man is missing, and you're all just here, what? Waiting for him to wander back through the gate?
Mr. Halftown, we are trying, but we don't have the manpower.
God, I can barely hear her.
And now half my crew thinks your little band of convicts is just waiting to drag us off and scrap us for organs.
Mr. Halftown, our security officer has been put into the infirmary trying to find your worker. We're doing everything we can. All I ask is that you and your crew be patient. You have nothing to fear from us convicts. We are handling it.
Then get it done. Or else we are going to have problems.
You have my word.
Okay, I need to know more.
I'm sorry, love, but the Elios Retreat isn't taking new residents right now. We've had some issues. A missing person chief among them.
Okay.
But you're welcome to rest up and refuel here as long as you'd like.
Thank you.
So long as there's no bounty hunter after you that's going to kick my brand new door off its hinges.
No death marks here. What's the Elios Retreat? Let's find out. I don't know anything. I don't remember this place at all.
It's
for my first
primarily a
playthrough.
collection of shipping containers and unused construction materials. But the plan is to make this place into a growth and education residence for the galaxy's incarcerated. We'll offer job training and a support network for folks that otherwise just while away their days in prison just because they didn't have the credits to pay their own bounties. Get them all the tools they need to set up regular, boring lives like the rest of us.
Huh. You believe something like that can actually work?
I know it can work. Have the notation to prove it. We did an 18-month pilot program before we started setting up shop here. We're happy to now call 2 of the participants employees of this very facility. They just needed some help getting their footing. And once this place is open, We're going to expand on that success.
Pretty noble goal.
Well, thank you. I'm striving to make my presence in the universe a net positive, but still got a lot of ground to cover. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to listen to me blabber. You're probably exhausted. Monica should have any supplies you might need. She's just out front of the main building. And our ship services tech is out near the landing pad if your vessel needs some tending to.
I wonder if they
And
can buy
if
any
you need
special
anything
ships
else,
here.
or just want to talk, you come find me.
Tell me about the missing worker.
That the truth? Because I can't say it's going to be easy work. But if you found the construction crew's missing man, we'd all owe you.
Heck yeah. What can you tell me about him?
Well, he was last seen a few days ago, so we don't think he could have gotten far. We sent our lone security officer to find him, but things didn't go according to plan out there, and now he's taken up residence in our infirmary.
Okay.
So if you're offering, we'll absolutely take the help.
All right, I'll bring him back.
You don't know how happy I am to hear it. First things first, you want to speak to Greg D'Angelo, our security officer. He was wounded searching for our worker, Mr. Killman's trail. He should be able to get you pointed toward Killman's last known location.
Okay, before we do that though, where was the ship tech dude? Because I've landed here. Ship services. I genuinely want to see what ships are available here. I do not remember this location at all from my first playthrough.
Oh, hi. We're not exactly open, but did you need something for your ship? Need some work done?
Sure.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Dragonfire. Okay. That actually looks kind of cool. Like, I would definitely mod the hell out of that. That's a nice start. That one's ugly. The Vindicator? Ew. Vista? Also, ew. No. Ew, no. No thanks. I get a target reticle every time someone tells me about a missing person? Yeah. Nice bubs. Lunatune over on Twitch says, anyone else having issues loading creations from the main menu on the Series X? Never had this issue before. It's saying it's server related, not loading the actual creations themselves, but loading the menu where all the creations are on. We'll leave that out there if anybody has an answer. I don't use mods, so I don't think I have anything from the creation store. Alright, we got piles of sheetrock, tools. Somebody stacked up in the infirmary.
This intricate work and impressive construction. It's ambitious, but still so out of place in such a remote location.
Kind of feels that way. God, he looks like a kid. Way too young to be a security personnel.
Who are you? Can't the guy heal in peace?
Just need to know, like, alright. What happened to you?
I got gored. Was out hunting for this dimwit construction worker when something comes charging out of the overgrowth and puts a horn
Well, I
or a
finished them
claw
the
or
other day,
something in my
Babylonia,
gut.
so...
I never got a good look at it. But it must have
Let
been
me
huge,
finish this
'cause it
dialogue
laid
and I'll
me
check
out.
to see if they're still in my journal or
6
something
hours
that's
crawling to
tracked.
get back here. So unless you need something right now, I'd love to get back to closing up the hole in my torso.
Just gonna take a second. I need to know where I can pick up Killen's trail.
Sloan found someone else, huh? Well, hopefully, you'll have better luck than I did. I managed to turn up some tracks. Not sure if they were Killman's, but There was a cave system I scanned nearby, but I got attacked before I could look any further. I'd start there.
Copy that. Alright, so like my... Oops. Yep. There's the completed versions of my tracker's quests. So, loading creations from the main menu. From the main menu. Because I could see it from here. But this isn't technically the main menu. No creations installed. I mean, it takes no time for me to go to the main menu. Just to see. Creations. Couldn't connect to Bethesda net servers. Well, Luna, I would say they might be doing something related to updating things for Shattered Space, if that's the case, because I'm definitely seeing it here as well. I think they were just asking if they could get the actual creations to load. It's not loading for me either. It's saying error, like connection error or whatever. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an outage or maintenance or something. Bum, 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 bum. Got to keep an ear out for the delivery guy. Chris has got a 50-pound bag of chicken feed showing up at some point. Boy, it is taking its sweet time to load today, isn't it? All right. Excuse me. All right, we've got... How far away are we going with this? Not too far. Yeah, that's far. Where's my rover? Come here, rover. We are missing audio, guys. Look at that. There's no sound effects associated with the rover right now. I don't care. I'm sure a reset will fix it.
In another life. You could have fooled me.
Looking at bugs. Kinda hate driving through the trees. You know what? What if I did first person? Is that gonna make it a little easier to drive through the trees? No, not really. Holy crap, that's disconcerting. I'm so used to driving around in the third person view. That feels weird. I haven't had any quests that are bugged, James, but I've had some waypoints that are wonky.
I wonder.
But I haven't come across really any bugged quests that I can think of. But definitely wonky waypoints.
Should we proceed through this way or turn back?
No, we're good. God, those crystals are bright.
Damn, I was just getting warmed up.
Okay, we're going up. Oh, he's in here. It's a pretty impressive cave, man.
No, no, I'm not going back. Stay away.
Relax, bro.
Oh God, please, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do whatever you say, just please, not the bag.
What? Back in the bag? What are you talking about?
What happened? You're not here to... I was kidnapped. He caught me off guard after hours, threw a bag over my head and marched me off. But I escaped. But then these creatures started hunting me. So I ran in here. And I've got no food and I'm so hungry and...
What's up?
Please, take me back. I just want to go home.
And? You want one? Do you have a pillow to take your nap? There's a mosquito or a bug in here, Chris. I haven't found it yet.
No, he kept the bag over me the whole time. I heard his voice, but he honestly didn't say much when I was around. I need this to be over. Please. Please, can we go? Please?
We could definitely go. Let's get you out of here.
You've got nothing to fear. We're here to help.
Oh, thank God. You don't know what that... Oh, come on. Let's get out of here. You do know the way back, right?
Yep. However, we might go out a different way than we came in.
I think it's fair to warn
I think
you
we're
that
missing footsteps
trespassing on
too.
an unknown life form's
There's definitely some wonkiness with the when I did the reload, we lost some sound effects. Okay. That's a cool screenshot right there. James says there might be some visual updates coming with the DLC. I mean, I would say that they probably do what every other company does, which is they'll polish along the way as much as they can. I don't know that they would do a visual overhaul.
Holy shit, you found him.
Well, there's a face I never expected to see again.
Killman. Killman's back!
That's right. A man of my word. Hang on, why can't I interact with you? This individual is busy. Did Killman get bugged back in here? It says they're all busy. I think he bugged out. I may need to like enter a I may need to like enter my ship and then come back out.
Something for you when you have a moment. Something you might be interested in.
Captain, greetings.
No, he's still just standing there. I wonder if this is going to be like the other quest where I had to take off from the planet, re-land, and then it let me continue the quest. Like, what was that name of that quest? We were doing the patrols the other day, and that quest did bug out. I take it back, guys. I have found a couple bugs the last couple of days. I just forgot about that quest till just now. Oh, what the hell? They just all catapulted all of a sudden? I don't want to like attack the guy. Hold that thought. I'm going to take off and come back and see if that clears it. Like, let's go land somewhere else and then come back. I wonder if that's not going to do a save state, though, because we didn't actually go off the planet. By the way, this outpost looks really cool.
Look at us. I'm certain we had nothing to do with
Let me see if I can go into one of the moons off planet, and then we'll re-land. Yeah, there's that moon right there.
I have things for you.
Okay. Let's go back down to the planet. Because that other quest we did, the way I fixed it was I just went away and did other quests and came back like a couple hours later, and it seemed to have jogged the guys free. Yeah, sometimes reloading does.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Yeah, he's no longer standing over here, so it moved him up.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. You smell like used welder's gear.
Mr. Halftown, I have some medical training. I'd be happy to...
You stay away from him. I want whoever kidnapped my man found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or a fucking ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But...
I'm not interested in excuses. I need to know who did this. Just find my man's kidnapper now.
I never thought I'd be excited to see this place again.
You got any soda back there?
I'll sell you a soda, sure. 1,000 credits.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope for a happy reconciliation, but you brought him back safe.
That's what I thought you all expected.
That's what's important.
Huns like us.
Here, you have my sincerest thanks. But now, we've got a whole new thread to pull on. What are the chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kidnapper?
I got nothing better to do. Let's go.
Thank the heavens. So, we just need to figure out where we're sending you. Now, Mr. Kilman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least 1 or 2 bits I think could help us find our kidnapper.
Okay. He mentioned a smell, something about a first aid kit.
He did, didn't he? Industrial antiseptic would be my guess. I know that smell. There was a building we were evaluating as a possible site for the retreat not far from here.
Okay.
An old research outpost. Seems like a decent match for the description of our kidnapper's hideaway. Here, the facility's coordinates. Head out there and see what you can find.
I'm so bored.
I'm just going to sleep for a couple
Can't get my
minutes,
eyes to
if you
focus.
don't mind.
Unless something's wrong with the
Alright, so we get to try to find a track down a kidnapper. Yeah, I've never done this quest, Mags. I totally never came across this on my first playthrough. So who knows? I have no idea what to expect here. Let me check something here. Gotta look at the weather. Oh yeah, we've got rains all this afternoon. It's cloudy. Rains at like 6 p.m. Tomorrow night's gonna be really bad. And then next week we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is all thunderstorms. Tail end of the rainy season. Cool. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today. I will be back tonight at around... Well, I made level 80 with my character in World of Warcraft, so I probably won't start at 4 today. I'll probably start a little later. Probably start around 6 p.m. tonight, Central Time. Or Mountain Time, sorry. We're going to be doing some delves and dungeons tonight with the guild, just continuing our gear grind. We're going to be starting raids on October 12th. So those are, we've always streamed those in the past. We're going to continue to stream those. I play World of Warcraft on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. We're going to do a bit of a guild meeting tonight ahead of the runs. Tomorrow morning I will be live 5 a.m. Central Time, everybody's, which I believe is like 11 a.m. UTC for No Man's Sky. It's our weekly session. We'll be continuing to explore some community bases and get back to some other base building fun tomorrow, as well as some general exploration. And then we will take, as always, on Sunday mornings, the way it works is we do an early morning stream for 2 to 3 hours, usually about 3 hours. I then take a break for breakfast, and then I come back with the daily stream, which in this case will be Starfield. It will be almost our last stream for Starfield, because Shattered Space is starting Monday morning. So tomorrow morning, No Man's Sky, followed by Starfield, and then there may be another stream tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Sunday afternoons I don't always stream on Sunday afternoon, since we do 2 in the morning back to back. So tomorrow's going to be a big, busy day. So if you want to get up early, I will be live bright and early, 5 a.m. We'll be going from there. Otherwise, I'll see the rest of you tonight for World of Warcraft, probably around 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll be live, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. We've got a guild event at 8 p.m. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, today. I know we had some... I think we had a Twitch resubscription today. Yeah, it was Kyle Talks resubscribing for the second month over on Twitch. So thanks so much for the support. If you happen to be watching on Twitch today, I multi-stream every single day, mornings and afternoons on YouTube and Twitch. The day-to-day stuff in between the streams happens over on YouTube, so make sure you're following over there. As an example, this morning we had 2 videos that went out. One talking about Starfield planets, and the second one was the Star Wars Outlaws patch news and the fact that the story DLC is going to be launching in November. And then later on today, we've got some more stuff coming out, and then tomorrow I've got my schedule for Shattered Space being published so you guys know what to expect as we go out and go forth to play Shattered Space next week. And of course, beyond that, we've got Diablo 4's DLC on the 8th. We've got New World Eternum starting on the 15th. I've got some more videos coming out on New World Eternum as well. And after that, we got Black Ops 6 for a few days, and then Dragon Age Veilguard. It's almost here. I can't wait. So we got a jam-packed October, everybody. We are almost to the end of September. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you all tonight. See ya.